Mustafa, you brought up that you would like to start small because sometimes it feels like, hey, I don't feel like doing this, or it can feel like it's too much. Being uncomfortable doing this new skill or training in this new way, and that's absolutely right. And so you are spot on in how you're approaching this by just starting small, a minute or two. And, even to what Patrick's saying, tying in both Mustafa and what you were saying, that whole, what is the word?
Combine, work hand to hand, or they work
together. Yeah. I mean, they are the mind-body connection. What Mustafa, what you shared about my mind saying, this is too hard. I don't really feel like doing it. It's a little uncomfortable. So what Patrick's saying is, like, when you wake up, get the body up, engage mind, take that intentional breath. And so it is an integrated practice. And, I didn't fully formally introduce myself, I guess, but I'm a behavioral health educator and, studied at USF for my master's in behavioral health, and also got my master's in global entrepreneurial management. And so my perspective in this discussion is really around behavioral health, and behavioral health is really around the connection between mind and body. Behavior is the integration of mental health and physical health, and them combined is what produces our behavior. And so what we're talking about really is behavioral health. How do we change behavior in healthy ways? And mindfulness is one of the ways that we can change behavior. Mm-hmm. I like to call them actual mental skills. So I'm an athletic mental skills coach. I coach basketball at Chabot Junior College at Hayward, work with some NCAA teams, teaching a high performance mental skills program that I developed, but also am a behavioral health educator at Kaiser Permanente here in San Francisco, where I developed the first youth and teen mindfulness stress reduction program. And so my lens is all about connecting mind and body so that we can reduce stress and then create the conditions for us to actually thrive. And so leaning on what Patrick was saying around this intentional behavior in the mornings and creating these habits, one thing I want to share around breathing that I think is keen for us as people of color, men of color, to know is that breath is our access to privilege. Breath is our access to luxury, right? Patrick took us through those exercises and the shoulders. And what did we do after that? It was like, relief. And who gets to that? That's a feeling of luxury. That's a feeling of privilege. Being from Bayview Hunters Point in San Francisco, not much privilege on this side of town in San Francisco. And so to be able to take that sigh of relief, you can't really do it. We're mostly up here holding our breath because there's so much uncertainty. I don't have a job. Well, now I'm an essential worker. I have to go to a job, but then I'm scared of going to work and being amongst people. As it's brought up, family stuff. We have academics, we have work, we have our own internal things that are going on. We're now in smaller boxes.
Jason, thank you so much for sharing. I do want to give Sharma a chance to share your experience. How has this session been for you? And then, if you can offer any insight or if anything you want to ask us, we want to be able to have you to speak, okay?
I would probably say I'm going to use this a lot more in this time, especially with COVID and everything going around. I would say I'm going to use it to be thankful because I'm still able to go spend time with my grandparents, which I know a lot of people aren't able to do just because they're working and some people are on the front lines. But just being able to sit down and think about how thankful I am to be able to go hug my grandparents and spend some time with them. That alone will make me go sit down and close my eyes and just take 5 to 10 minutes just to be thankful and think positive thoughts.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, gratitude is definitely something that we need to practice during this time. I know there's so much to be ungrateful for, right? But you know, we definitely need to do that. So I'll pass it back to Justin so he can share.
No, thank you for checking in with Shamar, Patrick. I was really getting there. I know we all have so much to say, and there's so much to learn, and there's so much to grow from all this mental nutrition that we're learning about being mindful. And thank you, Mustafa and Shamar, for your incredible insight as well. I wanted to add another tip that I recently learned through watching Jay Shetty. If we're all familiar with Jay Shetty, is like a motivational speaker, podcaster, but he taught us on one of these podcasts about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it breaks down into 5 things you can see in the moment, 4 things you could touch, 3 things you can hear, and 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. If you want to check back in and center yourself into the present moment, you want to practice that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I do apologize if you can hear the vacuuming in my house. I have a cleaning service here every other Monday, and today is just that day. So my apologies. But if I'll walk through the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 really quickly. 5 things I can see are my blue wall, my graduation picture to my left, my nightlight right here, my dream catcher to my right, and my what is this, the light that we all get now during the pandemic, the ring lights. I got the ring light right here as well. That's 5 things I can see right off the bat. 4 things I could touch are my desk, my fingers. I could feel my warmth, I could feel my shirt, and I could feel my computer keyboard. And 3 things I can hear are the vacuuming outside in the hallway. And I can hear my light buzzing a little bit. And I can hear the birds chirping outside right here by the window. And 2 things I can smell are toothpaste from brushing my teeth before the session and the cologne on my shirts. And 1 thing I could taste, the 2 things is coffee and toothpaste that I can taste. But we want to practice those things in the moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just to bring you back into the actual present moment. Things that are actually visible, things that you can hear that just bring you back to center. That's just another skill that I wanted to offer up that I recently learned. And in closing, I wanted to thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for all of your incredible insight. This has been a very, very informative session, and I look forward to more of them with you. I want to thank you all to the viewers for coming back into another episode of the BB Dub Youth Chat Series. If you would like to enjoy more Brother Be Well content, please visit us at mentalhealthca.org. And I'm your host, as always, Justin Martinez. And until next time, friends, remember, brother, be well. Thanks, everyone.